Hey guys, I'm Kyle, and if we haven't met before, I like to think of myself as someone who does small-scale home manufacturing, and I like to produce products for enthusiast computing type stuff, building computers, gaming computers, workstations, stuff like that, with a bit of a focus on small form factor PCs, but not specifically limited to it. I have an online shop called Ultra Precision Technologies, and I'll of course link it down below if you wanted to go over there and check out a couple things we have listed. I wanted to hop on today and just talk about 2025 going forward because I have a lot of cool ideas and things that I want to do as far as products I want to build and things I can offer to you guys. And I also would like to get some feedback from you guys, so stick around for later in the video because I'm going to be asking you guys a couple questions and I hope to hear from you. Just fire down in the comments. But I wasn't very active in the second half of 2024 because there was a lot of kind of big changes happening for like me personally. Nothing bad necessarily, just a lot of changes. And one of those changes is that I won't necessarily have to be doing everything out of the living room in my house anymore. Because this table surface you see here is where I prototype stuff. I'm currently in the middle of working on this Lee & Lee A3 case right now, getting some products out on the store. There's actually a few new products out for the Lee & Lee A3 right now. So again, go check that out if you have one of these and you're looking for a couple things. That is beside the point. Basically, I do all my prototyping, builds, test fitting. If I do repairs for people on their computers, all the packaging and shipping, everything I do happens on this one table. And it's just not conducive to getting a lot of things done. And yeah, I'm happy to announce I won't have to do that for much longer because I actually have access to like a dedicated workspace now. And I will show you that in a little bit. I'm gonna try not to keep this video too long. So going forward in 2025, we definitely have an emphasis on new products coming out. There's a lot of really good ITX cases and just cases in general right now. Like the case space is in a really good place. We can make different products and adapters and cooling ducts and stuff like that. So that's something I'm going to have an emphasis on going forward in 2025. So the new workspace, I talked about it briefly a second ago, but basically it's a shop for all intents and purposes. So it's going to allow me to move right now all my products are 3D printed, so I have a lot of 3D printers. Those are all in a spare bedroom in my house. Maybe I'll overlay some B-roll here so you can see the chaos that's the printer room. I'm just really looking forward to reclaiming my house as my home and moving this stuff out into a dedicated space where it can be more productive and more efficient for sure. That space is also going to allow me to potentially look at getting different machines. Potentially if I was to get like a small high quality CNC machine, I might even be able to do custom water blocks and stuff. And that's why I like to think of myself as a small scale home manufacturer and not like a 3D printing company. Even though we exclusively do 3D printing right now, I try to do everything in my power to make sure that the products are as durable and they look as good as possible and they're as functional as possible. So having the new space with the new machines would basically just allow me to branch out into different forms of manufacturing and make the best possible product to hopefully fill cool little unique gaps and give people like really neat things that maybe large scale manufacturers are afraid of doing because they're not sure how well they would sell. I guess now is as good a time as any on the back of that little tangent. If you guys are sitting at home and you're looking over at your Fractal Terra or your Lee & Lee A4H2O, whatever case you have, the Asus has that ProArt PA602 case, which is just beautiful as far as bigger cases go. Whatever case you have at home, doesn't have to be high end, and you think that there's something that's missing, you're like, oh, I wish it had this bracket, I wish this cooling was better, I wish this was more compatible. That's the kind of stuff that I aim to fill the gap in. This is a part where I say, if you guys have any feedback on that kind of stuff, I'm always, all ears listening. I'd love to develop stuff like that. So just leave it down in the comments below or just even message me right through the Etsy shop. That's probably the better way to get a hold of me. The next thing I'm hoping to do for 2025 is make more videos. I really like making videos. It's a cool way to document a timeline of like kind of, what you were doing in this year. And then, the next year you were here, the next year you were here. This is perfect. It's kind of almost like keeping your homework when you're going through grade school or something. If you're going into high school and you pull out a box or your parents pull out a box from the basement and it's got like your grade 4 artwork. There's just something cool about like seeing where you were and where you've gone. So that's one reason I like doing videos. And the other main reason is interacting with you guys. And there's been so many times where people have messaged me through my store and they've just mentioned like, oh, hey, have you thought of adding this to one of your products? Or putting fan mounting holes here, or if you change this part of this design slightly, it would fit these other products, like all the stuff that I wouldn't have thought of by myself. So having that back and forth with the community is like, and just random other enthusiasts is, yeah, it's pretty cool. And I want to get more of that engagement. So more videos, more engagement. So I think we'll just take a trip to the shop, and I'll show you that right now. It is not set up. It's something that I'm gonna be working on over the next probably couple months going forward, but we'll close out the video out there. So yeah, guys, this is the new space. This is the angle that you will see eventually when I finish all this. This is kind of gonna be the studio area, or, well, it's gonna be like studio where I film stuff. I have a lot more space from the camera to where I'm standing, which means hopefully I can fit more in frame. It's also gonna allow me to mount better lighting and everything. It's just gonna be a better space. My plan, basically, this is all open right now out this way. Actually, I'll just pan you across real quick so you can kind of see that. And so the idea is to have like a dust-free, clean, insulated, air-conditioned type of nice, cozy work area and film area. That will be this space. I'm gonna end up dropping a wall from here down and isolating the two halves of the shop. Actually, this is more like a third of the space here. So that'll be really cozy. It'll basically be like a sit-stand desk, a little area to walk through over here. This will end up being a closet. And then I'll have my main work area here. So you might see that in the background of future videos. And then out in the actual workshop, let me just change the angle for you guys. Out here in the actual workshop, this is kind of where I'm hoping the 3D printers can go. This is where the wall will go, separating the clean and the dirty halves of the shop. And I'm thinking all the 3D printers can kind of go in this area or something. And then this whole wall will be dedicated to soldering, PC builds, custom case mods, all sorts of stuff like that. And then on the opposite wall on the opposite side here, that's gonna be more like traditional tools, saws, you know, stuff for wood, levels, squares, all those more traditional tools have a smaller space out that way. And then these stairs here, they fold up out of the way, and there's basically just storage up in the loft. And that's gonna be great for all my actively supported stuff on the store, all the cases or whatever. I'm gonna have to have a place to store all that. So I'm thinking up there will be the spot. And yeah, guys, that pretty much does it for this one. So just wanted to give that quick little recap and just touch base. Of course, you know, I wanted to keep it PC focused, so I had to bring my 3080 Gundam edition out here to feature in the background of the video. Remember these? Graphics cards used to have these and they didn't melt. That was a good time, eh? Anyway, we'll see what the 5090 brings as far as melting connectors and stuff. And that's pretty much it. So subscribe if you're not already. Follow along with this journey. Let me know if you guys want to see stuff about as the shop gets put together and assembled, because I'm not sure if it's worth taking the extra time to film and document all that, or if you just want to see it when it's done and the videos are being pumped out and the products are being pumped out. But yeah, all the shipping and stuff will happen out of here. Very excited to get this space, and that pretty much sums it up. So drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one.